The following is a Strange Midnight production.
In October of 2011, 4 college students disappeared in the woods near Porter Township, Pennsylvania, while researching a documentary on children's author Jacob Stanley. They remain missing to this day. Last month, their recordings appeared online. In an effort to aid in the investigation, the families of those missing have agreed to release the following sound files. If anyone has information on those missing or the identity of the person or persons who uploaded these files, please use the contact information provided. Anything submitted may be used in future episodes. Certain materials referenced in this podcast, including the published works of Jacob Stanley, are currently protected under U.S. copyright law and may be redacted. For legal reasons, some names have been withheld and voices altered. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the podcasters and participants and do not represent the official policy or position of the Iphigenia County Police Department of Porter Township, Pennsylvania, or its associates. This podcast contains adult themes and language. Listener discretion is advised.
File labeled 007, Rough Cut, Episode 7, Tell Me a Story. The True Life of Jacob Stanley.
Can we get 4 coffees, 5 hash browns, 1 vanilla cone, and 4 biscuit scrambled patties, please? Thank you.
On the very edge of Porter, hidden away behind ancient stone and cast iron gates, sits the prestigious Amherst Prep School. Established in 1897, the Gothic architecture and maple tree-lined paths of the lush grounds make it feel more like a cloistered British village than a high school in the middle of rural Pennsylvania. The grounds are also home to a series of well-known waterfalls fed by the creek that winds down from the foot of Great Cliff, leading to a massive man-made pond complete with fountains and a collection of Greek statues. As Avery has mentioned before, the Amherst, commonly referred to as the Hearst, has a less than stellar reputation for adapting to the modern world, only allowing females to attend since 2005, of which there have only ever been 7. And as far as racial diversity is concerned, it's safe to say they still believe it's 1897. Past students include children of senators, congressional members, and parliament, as well as several royal families, and, most importantly for us, possibly one Jacob Stanley.
WTV New York.
If your child has been to a school book fair recently, chances are they came home with one of this author's scary books.
Our guest tonight's first anthology leapt to the top of the New York Times bestsellers list.
Over the past few years, he has become a household name.
The gap between Alvin Schwartz and Stephen King.
The devil is among us, friends. He's among us in the form of a writer.
It may have struggled during its initial release in 1977, but now, Tell Me a Story, Under the Bed That's Over My Head, has skyrocketed.
So many parent organizations complained that his work was too sophisticated for children.
Infiltrated your homes and your children's minds.
Anthology, Tell Me a Story, Moonless Sky, and Other Friends, sold out from bookstores in mere minutes, becoming
Stanley's books ranked on the American Library Association's 100 most frequently challenged books from 1981.
Stanley's books promote disobedience, violence, and the occult. Lord have mercy.
His Tell Me a Story collection, The Floor That Creaks, The Closet That Speaks, and The Tiptoes That You Walk On, was released in 1986.
All of their fussing just made his work unpopular.
Rooms. Check their bookshelves. Check their backpacks.
I do think his final book, released in '99, TMAS, The Nightmare, The Dream, The Places Between, was by far his best
work. Has been described as subversive and dark. I simply describe it as genius.
It is my pleasure to introduce...
Please welcome...
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Jacob Stanley.
Mr. Jacob
Author
Stanley!
Jacob Stanley.
Little to nothing is known about the life of this elusive author, and since 1999, Jacob Stanley seems to have completely dropped off the face of the earth. Until a short, 2-line obituary appeared in a small-town paper over a year ago.
From Boo Labs and Red Cup Media, I'm Tolen Reed.
And I'm Avery Fisher. This is Tell Me a Story, the true life of Jacob Stanley.
I miss Debbie's ham.
Who doesn't? We're going, right? Hey. Okay. We are currently in the parking lot of Amherst Prep. Tolen and RJ have gone inside to find out if Jacob Stanley attended the school. Chuck.
Hey there!
And I are waiting in the car. Like dogs not allowed in a store. We chose to forego breakfast at the homestead out of pure embarrassment for being led away by the cops yesterday. But at least there is breakfast ice cream.
Speaking of which, gimme.
Okay, but no cone.
Why don't you tell the listeners what's on the docket for today?
Sure. First up is the Amherst. Find out if Stanley attended and if he was kicked out. Next, at the police station yesterday, Chuck overheard them talking about the David Rockland silo fire and how there was a rumor that a Russell might have started it.
Honestly, how many Russells can there be?
And since Debbie had already suggested we talk to Rockland...
Probably why Deb told you that in the first place. Sly little minx.
She called him, and we're set to go there next. Then, RJ is going to use her trooper connection to get a meeting with Moira at the Palmer family funeral home to find out all we can about Stanley's death.
And I'll check in with Wallace at some point to see if there's any word on Jane.
Hopefully she will be safe and sound, and we can get the hell out of here. Also, don't think I didn't notice you ate my entire ice cream cone.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I ate your biscuit scramby patty on the way over.
What?
Oh my god. There's Wi-Fi.
Shit, really?
Oh my god. We got Wi-Fi. We got Wi-Fi. We got... No!
What?
Password.
Jeez.
Sorry. People have got to stop doing that.
Son of a bitch!
So it went well?
Avery, you're up.
What?
I think people of color need to stay in the car.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
Turn that thing off. We back up? The Nosferatu-looking ghoul in charge of the main office is Gayle Peyton.
Should we just leave?
The main entrance is on the right, not the left.
Okay.
The left looks all fancy, but it's the entrance to the science wing.
We got a bogey.
What?
Where?
8 o'clock.
Who the hell is that?
That's not Gayle Peyton, is it? Because, I mean...
No, that's not the spider demon we met.
Oh, I remember those glasses. She was in the office when we talked to Peyton.
She's waving at us.
I got this one.
What are you gonna do?
No idea, but if I don't come back, go on without me.
Avery!
5 minutes.
Shit.
Setting a timer for 5 minutes.
What do we do if the Amherst ends up being a bust?
Not really sure.
Maybe get a formal interview with Wallace?
Yeah. Okay.
We should dig into Stanley owning the Mendenhall stuff. Find out more specifics on patient number 349, the woman who hanged herself in the Beltry. See if any part of the story is real. But even if it's just folklore, we should still go to Great Cliff and find the tree. Take pictures?
We need to touch back on what Jane said about Stanley having an assistant. Maybe we can get Whitaker to dig a bit.
Good luck with that.
Might be the key to finding out if there's an unpublished manuscript. Speaking of which, we need to review the materials from Jane's house and the bag from the camper, see if there are any other leads.
Oh, God.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What happened? What did she say?
Pull the car around. Up that side.
What did she say?
Clock is ticking on this.
But...
Jesus, just pull the car around.
the old East Building at the Amherst, which houses all of the pre-computerized student records. I wouldn't say we broke in. It's more like we were invited, but just not by the person throwing the party. The mystery woman from the parking lot with the amazing glasses is one of the school's librarians. She overheard our conversation with Gayle Peyton and took pity on us. Also, she's a massive Jacob Stanley fan, like full on, and had no idea he might have attended the school. So she's curious about what we find. This room is basically a disorganized maze of metal filing cabinets, so finding what we're looking for is a bit of a challenge. Seems like everything is set up by year. Stanley was roughly high school aged in the mid-1960s, and we've already found the cabinets for 62, 65, 66, and 68. And so far, no Stanley. National Parks rules apply. We can leave nothing but footprints and take nothing but pictures. So we need to find what we can, take pics, and get the hell out of here as quick as possible.
Found 67.
Miss Nicolette.
What was that? Get the light.
What? No. Miss Peyton, what are you doing here?
It's the she-beast.
Screw it. Keep looking.
My midday constitution. I enjoy the school's more original architecture. I find it soothing.
It's lovely.
And you, Miss Nicolette.
Found 63.
You're not out here smoking, are you?
No, I don't smoke.
Certainly hope not.
Found 64.
No, I was...
Something happened.
Tolen, anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Wouldn't want the children to see.
No Stanley in 67.
Not, ma'am. I
Tolen, help me with 64. Parching Chuck 63.
We'll see about that. Check out your pockets.
Excuse me?
Check out your pockets. Miss Nicolette.
Holy shit.
Found him. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Got another one.
Hells yeah. Chuck, what does yours say?
What is that?
Hold on. Shh.
Is that so Miss Nicolette?
Oh, thank God.
Yes, it is.
This file basically confirms the stuff we've heard.
Stanley was a scholarship student, blah, blah, blah. Genius level IQ, straight A's. I'm sorry. He skipped the 8th grade and entered Amherst in... What's 3rd form?
9th grade.
Take pics. What about 1964? Oh, balls. It says he was kicked out. Fourth form. Student Iracel and Stanley had an incident where Stanley was taken to the hospital.
Yes, ma'am.
We should pull Harrison's file from 64.
On it.
63 pics now.
2 days inability to assimilate. It was agreed best that Stanley's scholarship be terminated.
Yes, ma'am.
Harrison K. McKechnie III, legacy student, lacrosse diving crew, to repeat 5th form.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything on the incident?
No, nothing.
So basically a big dumb jock who was held back after the beating of a little kid. Charming. Miss Peyton.
64 pics done.
At that moment before, we must protect the bonfire, Miss Nicolette.
We gotta get out of here.
They are right at the door.
Miss
Is there another way out?
Nicolette.
Look. Back window.
Your phone.
You're not gonna fit through that.
Make it work.
Did you hear that?
I think ROTC are playing war today.
Okay. Everybody good?
Good.
Get to the car.
We made it back to the car undetected. At least we think so. Fingers crossed.
The pictures of the files ended up being a little fuzzier than we would have liked, but we'll manage.
What we have learned. Jacob Stanley was a straight A student with what was considered a genius-level IQ. He skipped the 8th grade to attend Amherst Private School for a year and a half, from 1963 to 1964, before his scholarship was pulled for his inability to properly assimilate.
Coincidentally, at the exact same time they canceled his scholarship, there was an incident with a legacy upperclassman named Harrison K. McKechnie, wait for it, the third, that sent Stanley to the hospital. There are no details on said incident. In fact, it doesn't even appear in McKechnie's file at all.
So we're thinking that what Debbie told RJ and I a few days ago is true. A rich kid bullied a poor kid, and the poor kid got kicked out.
Side note, the fancy building that houses the science department to the left of the main office, yeah. It's named McKechnie Hall. RJ noticed that after our brush with Gayle Peyton. Feel free to draw your own conclusions.
Also, RJ had the foresight to take note of the Amherst's Wi-Fi password, taped to an office computer. I adore her so very much.
However, the signal is only available on the Amherst grounds. So, since Porter's Public Library is closed with Ethel out of town,
Ethel!
If we want to send anything to Whitaker, we're going to need to get comfortable with breaking and entering.
No, one more. Okay. This is David Rockland. He is tall and slim, with warm eyes, but a tough demeanor. After our adventure at the Amherst, we got hopelessly lost trying to find David Rockland's farm. But to be fair, we were crazy, strung out on adrenaline, and Deb's instructions were not exactly crystal clear. Also, I don't think Tolen was too intent on getting us there. He's not doing good with this one. But the fire stuff could be just a rumor, right?
That little shit to the fire to my silo. The whole thing went up.
This is David Rockland. He is tall and slim, with warm eyes, but a tough demeanor. A proud man who takes no shit from nobody, and at 71 years old, he's not planning to start now.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I was about 20. Started running the farm, and here comes this little shit jag all setting fire to everything. You do not forget a thing like that, and so you do not.
How exactly did the fire start?
Started in the chute. All these leftovers get caught up in there, and if it's dry, it's like kindling. And it was a damn dry year. So I'm sure it lit up easy, and boom, burned right through the doors, caught the trees over there, and took out of the field that way.
Was he arrested?
No. He wasn't arrested or charged or nothing. I don't even think they brought him in for questioning.
Are you really positive it was Stanley?
Not a doubt in my mind. I saw him watching from that ridge over there. He's no more than 9 years old. White blonde hair, beady eyes.
You saw all of that from here.
As clear as day. When I started yelling, he hightailed bubbled his breath. We knew that Stanley boy wasn't right. His mom did the best she could, but with no state of man in the house to keep him in line for what she expected. Then having had to order one of them alongside her blanket to set him off more. Don't get me wrong, Miss Stanley was a lovely woman. My mom always got fond of her, but she was trouble. That's the way his best sounds out of the tree grow.
There's a lot to unpack there.
When you say he wasn't right, what exactly do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say. That boy was not right. Playing with fire, messing with animals, sneaking in places he don't belong, stealing. I've only been back in Porter for a few years now since Mama died, so what I know is all I know.
Why did you leave Porter?
After no one did anything about the fire, I went off to my cousins. I was afraid they'd start looking for someone else to blame. But you know who he used to talk to? Old man Harker. He's the groundskeeper at St. Lucy's up near Great Cliffs Peak. That man can tell you a thing or two about a thing or two. Now y'all's is gonna need to excuse me. You guys got here late and I had to bring more ladies in. It's past milking time and trust me, they do not like to wait.
But, would you mind clarifying some of the... He's just walking off. Avery, he's just walking off.
What did the farmer tell his cows late at night?
I don't know. What did the farmer tell his cows late at night?
Go to sleep. It's pasture bedtime.
Ha! Oh, you got dad jokes, huh?
You ever got one now?
Night. Night!
Well, that man certainly knows how to drop the mic.
I fucking knew it. I knew there'd be something.
Avery, those are some serious accusations, and unless we can get him to clarify his statements in detail, I do not feel comfortable using any of this.
Okay, chill. I'll ask Deb to set up another time for us to meet with him, and then we'll have him clarify everything. Okay?
Fine.
Tolen, don't be like that. We get it. RJ's right. It's a lot to unpack.
Oh my god, yes. I can barely begin to process it.
What does born on the wrong side of the blanket mean?
Baby born out of wedlock.
Oh. So Jane's mom was Stanley's half-sister.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And Jacob's mom was troubled?
Jane didn't say anything about this stuff. So if any of it is true, either she's good at PR or she didn't know. My money's on she didn't know, which leads me to believe she genuinely didn't know about the Mendenhall or Amherst.
So what of her interview can we even use now? It's worthless.
Totally disagree. I think that makes her interview more interesting.
Well, I mean, that is, of course, if any of this farmer stuff is true, which I doubt.
Oh shit, guys, we're gonna miss our call with Whitaker.
Damn it! And it's too late to make it to the funeral home. Where the hell did the day go? I knew this was gonna be a big waste of time.
No, you wasted our time by taking 20 years to find this place. Speaking of which, I'm driving back. You are no longer trusted behind the wheel.
Agreed.
Avery!
Sorry.
Can I just say, I'm perfectly fine with us missing that call with Whitaker.
At least for tonight. I can't with her right now.
Just gonna make it worse, but fine. Whatever.
You've been leaving her voicemails, so she's gotta have some idea what's going on.
Yes, but as I said, they are very edited and short and vague.
Keys.
Seriously?
Yes.
Bunch of jerks.
You have 2 new messages. First voice message.
Chuck, whenever I get a voicemail that starts with, "Get this shit," I know I'm in for an auditory treat. Sounds like y'all had one hell of a day yesterday. Should've called me. I could've helped y'all out. The pups in that station bark, but they don't bite. Y'all remember that for next time. Sad to say there's still nothing on Jane. They brought in a helicopter today, but came up dry. I'll keep you updated. Hey, why don't y'all come by the house for dinner? It'd be nice. Take your minds off of things. You give me a holler.
Next voice message. Why am I not surprised? You have one last chance. Tomorrow, 5:30.
End of file labeled 007, Rough Cut, Episode 7, Tell Me a Story, The True Life of Jacob Stanley.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the podcasters and participants. If anyone has information on those missing or the identity of the person or persons who uploaded these files, please use the contact information provided. Anything submitted may be used in future episodes.
This has been a Strange Midnight production. Subscribe on YouTube and follow on TikTok and Instagram at Strange Midnight AV. Embrace the strange.